Flight Risk is Mel Gibson's latest action drama movie. All right, it's about a U.S. Marshal who has to take a government witness from a small Alaskan town on a charter to get to a bigger airport so he can testify against someone who's up to some very shady things. All right, but this simple flight takes a turn for the worse when we find out that the pilot isn't who he says he is. The pilot is actually a mercenary who is trying to kill the witness so he can't testify. And things are crazy, all right? For a little bit, only the person who is about to testify knows that this isn't the real pilot. And he has to alert the marshal without her finding out and letting the bad guy know she's onto him. And then there's a power struggle, and one thing leads to another, and the marshal has to fly the plane. She doesn't know how to fly it. There's limited fuel. She doesn't know how to do any of this. And she luckily gets help from a traffic command person who steals the show with his voiceover. He's charming, hilarious, and there's a lot going on in this movie, and this feels like it plays out in real time. It's thrilling, it's action-packed, and by God, the cast is very limited. All right, as the marshal, we have Michelle Dockery. I don't really know her, but she is a badass motherfucker. All right, and then as the pilot, or assassin, I suppose, is Mark Wahlberg. Now, he's a little annoying, not really as good as I wanted him to be in this movie, but I get that's the character. But it's nice to see him playing a villain and not just a likable good guy. And then as the witness is none other than Topher Grace. And he's funny, he has a charisma about him, and him and Michelle have a great rapport together. All right, and this movie is pretty much taking place in this one little plane, and it is thrilling. You don't know what's going to happen. You're rooting for him. By God, this is a good time at the movies. Go check it out and do yourself one more favor and check out my movie review podcast. It's called Movie Toast. News and reviews, and we're available wherever you get your podcast. Thank you, and please stay toasty.